Aboriginal Dreamtime is the spiritual and cultural foundation of Indigenous Australian beliefs, encompassing creation stories, laws, and deep connections to the land. It is not simply a collection of myths but a living philosophy that shapes Aboriginal identity, traditions, and the way people understand the world. The Dreamtime is both an ancient past and an ongoing presence, influencing daily life, moral values, and the relationship between people and their environment. At the heart of Dreamtime beliefs are creation stories that explain how the world was formed by ancestral beings. These beings, often depicted as powerful spirits or animals, shaped the land, creating mountains, rivers, and other natural landmarks. They also gave life to humans, animals, and plants, establishing the rules for how they should interact. One of the most well-known Dreamtime figures is the Rainbow Serpent, which is often associated with water, rain, and fertility. According to many Aboriginal groups, the Rainbow Serpent traveled across the land, carving out rivers and valleys while bringing life and law to the people. Other important figures include Baiame, the Sky Father, who is believed to have created the first people and taught them the customs and laws they must follow. Tiddalik, a greedy frog from another Dreamtime story, is known for drinking all the water in the land, leading to a great drought that affected all living things. These stories, while explaining the physical landscape, also serve as moral lessons that teach respect, balance, and responsibility. One of the unique aspects of Dreamtime is that it does not function within a linear concept of time. Unlike Western ideas of history, where events happen in a strict chronological order, Dreamtime exists outside of time. It is eternal. This means that the ancestral beings who shaped the land are still present in the land today, and their actions continue to influence the world. Aboriginal people see themselves as custodians of the land, maintaining the sacred connections established by their ancestors. This spiritual relationship is reflected in the care and respect they show toward natural sites, many of which are considered to be living embodiments of Dreamtime beings. For instance, Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is one of Australia's most famous sacred sites. The Anangu people believe it was created by ancestral spirits and is home to powerful energies. Other sacred sites include Kata Chuda, the Bungle Bungles, and various rock formations and waterholes throughout the continent. The passing down of Dreamtime knowledge is a vital part of Aboriginal culture. These stories are not written, but are instead transmitted through oral storytelling, songs, dances, and artwork. Songlines are a particularly important way of preserving and navigating Dreamtime stories. These are complex routes across the land that correspond to the journeys of ancestral beings. By following the songlines, Aboriginal people can travel vast distances while remembering sacred sites, laws, and important survival knowledge, such as the location of water sources. Rock art is another way Dreamtime knowledge is preserved. Paintings depicting Dreamtime stories can be found in caves and rock shelters across Australia, some dating back tens of thousands of years. These artworks serve as visual records of ancestral teachings, helping to ensure that they are passed down through generations. Dreamtime stories also play a key role in Aboriginal law and social structure. They provide guidelines on how to live in harmony with nature and one another. Many stories contain lessons about respecting elders, working together as a community, and following the laws established by the ancestors. Violating these traditional laws could bring consequences, not just from the community but also from the spirits that maintain the balance of the world. The stories emphasize that everything is interconnected. People, animals, the land, and the spirits all rely on one another to maintain harmony. Despite centuries of colonization and efforts to suppress Indigenous culture, Dreamtime remains a powerful and resilient force. The loss of land and forced assimilation policies attempted to sever Aboriginal people from their spiritual heritage, but many communities have fought to keep their traditions alive. Today, there is growing recognition of Aboriginal land rights and cultural preservation, with Indigenous people continuing to practice and share their Dreamtime beliefs. Schools, museums, and cultural centers now work to educate the wider public about Dreamtime and its significance, helping to foster respect and understanding. Dreamtime is more than just an origin story. It is an entire worldview that continues to shape the lives of Aboriginal Australians. It is a sacred, living tradition that connects the past, present, and future in a continuous cycle. Through storytelling, songlines, and spiritual practice, Indigenous Australians maintain their link to the land and their ancestors, ensuring that the wisdom of the Dreamtime endures for future generations.